Hello students, welcome back to our video. So in the last video we discussed about the how to prepare the simple sales book. Now let's discuss about the how to prepare the columnar sales book. So what is columnar sales book? So we have already seen that columnar sales book can be prepared in two ways. So first one is according to the types of goods and second one is sales books with columns for goods and expenses. So now let's discuss with the first type, that is sales book according to the types of goods. So it means that when a businessman sells only one type of goods, then the transactions are recorded in the simple sales books. However, when he sells or when businessman sells goods of more than one type, columnar sales book for each type of goods is prepared to know the details and informations about the each variety of goods. So whenever businessman is engaged in the sale of more than one type of goods, then columnar sales book for each type of good is prepared to know the details and informations about the each variety of goods. So here specimen, or we can say the format of columnar sales book is given below. So it is the same as columnar purchase book. So first column would be the date, second would be the name of the supplier for the sales book, then third column would be the outward invoice number, then fourth column would be the LF number, then next is whichever products our business is selling, that products each for column of each column, or we can say column of each product should be separate. So if the business is engaged in the sale of table, chair and cupboard, so in the column of each product will be made individually, table column, chair column and the cupboard column, and above we have to write the amount in rupees. And the last column would be the total amount in rupees, and on the top of the table you have to write the sales book of Shri, whatever name is given, that name you have to write at the end. So sales book of Shri dash dash dash. So this is the format for preparation of the preparing the columnar sales book. Now let's discuss how to prepare columnar sales book with the help of an example. So here one illustration is illustration 5 is given. From the following transactions of Shri Bhavna Telecom, prepare a columnar sales book. And Bhavna Telecom sells mobile, codeless phones and the simple telephones. So Shri Bhavna Telecom is engaged in selling of three products, that is mobile, codeless phones and the simple telephones. So now these are the transactions made in the year of 2014 and in the month of July. So now let's discuss the first transaction, which is made on July 1st. Sold to Bharat 5 mobiles at rupees 9,000 per piece, 5 codeless phones at rupees 4,000 per piece and 10 simple telephones at 2,000 per piece. Invoice number 101 and the credit period is 2 months. So Bhavna Telecom sells 5 mobiles at rupees 9,000 per piece, 5 codeless phones at rupees 4,000 per piece and the 10 simple telephones at 2,000 per piece. And Bhavna sells these products to the Bharat. So first of all, you have to prepare the table like this, and then write the year 2015, then start with the first transaction, July 1st. So here number of customer is given. So Bhavna Telephone is selling mobile, codeless phones and simple telephones to Bharat. So Shri Bharat account will be written in the name of the customer column. So Shri Bharat account. Then outward number is also given, that is 101. You have to put dash in the LF number. So now you have to prepare the three columns for the mobile phone, codeless phone and the simple phone. So for the amount, 5 mobile is sold at rupees 9,000 per piece. So here you have to multiply 9,000 into 5. So you will get 45,000. That amount you have to write it in the mobile phone column. Then 5 into 4,000, you will get 20,000. That amount will be written in the codeless phone column. And 10 into 2,000, you will get again 20,000 will be written in the simple phone column. And at the end you have to total it. 45,000 plus 20,000 plus 20,000 would become 85,000. Then next transaction is sold 3 mobiles at rupees 8,000 per piece and 2 simple phones at rupees 1,000 per piece. So here nothing is mentioned whether it is sold on a credit or on cash. So you have to assume that this would be sold in the cash, against the cash. So if nothing is mentioned whether credit or cash, you have to assume that it is cash transaction has taken place. So no entry will be passed for the second transaction, or the transaction which was made on the 7th of July. The third one is sold to Deepak 4 mobiles at rupees 7,500 per piece and 10 simple phones at rupees 1,700 per piece, all at 10% rate discount and credit period 3 months. Invoice number of rupees 105. Invoice number 105. So this entry would be passed in the sales book. So the name of the customer is Deepak. So Shri Deepak's account you have to write. Then in outward number is given, that is 105. Now you have to calculate 4 mobiles at 7,500. So first of all you have to multiply 7,500 into 4. Whatever amount you will get, out of that you have to minus the 10% discount, trade discount. So after deducting the 10% trade discount, whatever amount you will get, that amount you have to write it. You will get 27,000. That amount will be written for the mobile phone column, because it is written that all at 10% trade discount, means on the mobile also and for the simple phones also. So you have to minus trade discount from both the mobile and the simple phone. So now in this transaction, codeless phone is not sold. So and the simple phone is sold, that is 10 into 1700, you will get 17,000. So if now you have to, out of that you have to again calculate 10% rate discount. So 10% of 17,000 you will get 1,700. If you minus 1,700 out of 70,000, you will get 15,300. That amount will be written in the simple phone column after deducting the trade discount. Now you have to again total is 27,000 plus 15,300. You will get 42,300. Now the next is a machine sold to Mahendra at 12,000 and credit period is 1 month. So any selling of assets or any cash transactions is not to be written or not to be mentioned in the sales book. So again no entry will be passed for the transaction which was made on the 20th July in the sales book. Now next one is sold to Arvind 8 mobiles at 9,000 each and 10 codeless phones at 1,900 each. Trade discount is 10% and Arvind paid 50% of the amount immediately and invoice number is 115. So here in the name of the customer you will be writing the Shri Arvind account. In outward number is also given 115. Now 8 mobiles at 9,000. So multiply 9,000 into 8. Whatever amount you will get, you have to calculate minus the trade discount. That amount will be written for the mobile phone. And the codeless phone is sold. So 10 into 1,900, 19,000. Again you have to minus the trade discount. So you will get 1900. So if you minus 1,900 out of 19,000, you will get 17,100. That amount will be written in the codeless phone. And the last transaction, not the last transaction, but next is Sri Ghanshyam placed an order for the supply of 5 mobiles at rupees 8,500 and 10 simple phones at rupees 2,100 each. So for this only the order has been placed. So again no entry will be passed in the sales book. Now the next one is goods sent to Sri Ghanshyam as per his order, invoice number 120. So in the next transaction it is the Ghanshyam had placed an order. So now goods is sent to the Ghanshyam. Now it is sold to Ghanshyam. So an invoice number is also given. So here you have to write the Sri Ghanshyam's account in the name of the customers. 120 would be the outward number. So again you have to look at the 26th transaction which was made on 26 July. So 5 mobiles was sold. 5 mobiles at 8,500. So you have to multiply 8,500 into 5. You will get 42,500. That amount will be written in the mobile phone column. And 10 into 2,100. You will get 21,000. That amount will be written in the simple phone column. Now you have to total it and write it in the total amount column. That would be the 63,500. Now the next and the last transaction is sold to Milan 2 mobiles at rupees 7,000 each and 3 cordless phones at rupees 3,500 each by cash. So this was a cash transaction. So again no entry will be passed in the sales book for this transaction. So now with this we have prepared the sales columnar sales book. So at the end of the sum you have to total it, each column. For mobile column total, cordless column total, simple phone column total and the total amount column. So please total it. If you do not total at the end of the sum, you will deduct the marks. You will not get the full marks. So please total each column after the end of the sum. So with this we have seen the columnar sales book according to the types of goods. Next is sales book with the columns for goods and expenses. So now we are going to stop here. In the next video we would be continuing with the sales book with columns for goods and expenses. So if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to comment below the video. Thank you.